The other thing too is um, I've always believed in diversifying across accounts because if you remember last week, Amazon Web Services went down, and all these other websites were going down because of that. And again, I'm sure everybody got their money, but I always think about things like that, which is a reason why I put a lot of my money in different places. I have several different places I have money. I don't have it all in one place. And so keep that in mind as you build. And then sometimes you separate just so you can sort of compartmentalize mentally and just say, okay, this is what I'm using for my options and my income, and this is what I'm using for my long-term growth. Like I was a track coach, and I think about it like a track team, where we would have our sprinters over here, our distance runners over there, our long jumpers over there, right? So your different assets can have different functions, and really the beauty of the stock market that's so amazing is that you can pretty much the three ways people build wealth in America. There's only three ways people make money most of the time. It's either stock market investing, real estate investing, or starting a business. And by stock market investing, I'm also including stuff like crypto and stuff like that. The beauty of the stock market is you can actually do all three of those functions and only just do it through the stock market. Like for example, if you want to get into real estate, well, you can jump into a real estate investment trust. You don't actually have to go buy property to do real estate. I like to buy property because I like to live in it, right? Because remember, your return on an investment isn't just your money; it's your enjoyment. My wife and I went down and stayed in our house in Atlanta, and we're not even thinking about the money we're making from it. We just love going to stay at that house. I just like the house. I like the neighborhood. And then it's nice when you're also making money in addition to that, right? So invest in things that you like. Invest in things that you find interesting. Don't just make investments just because of the money. And also remember when you think about what you like, don't forget some things that you like convenience, liquidity. We've talked about liquidity. How quickly can you get your money back into cash? If you want to get out of that deal and move on, can you easily do it, or is it something that's going to take a year or 6 months for you to get your money back? Some people say, well, yeah, you're going to make extra money because of that. They call that a liquidity premium. Right now, the big debate is whether or not the private equity companies are going to get a hold of your pension funds and your 401ks. So the private equity investors that, like the people that, ruin Toys R Us, and they just go buy these companies and they make these private equity is pretty much anytime you take equity in a business. So if you invest in your cousin's liquor store, that's a private equity deal. Except they do some deals in the billions. And basically one of the arguments against them getting access to 401k money is that there's a liquidity problem.